Hey guys, Fishing with Faron here. Tip Tuesday. Today's tip's very simple. Has to do with drop shotting. I do a lot of drop shotting, and this little trick has saved me quite a bit of money and time, both, which means more time to fish. So I'll start just by rigging up a drop shot. I normally use 6 to 8 pound fluorocarbon. I take the line and double it over. Just tie a polymer knot, 1/0 trapper tackle drop shot hook. So left me a long tag in there on my line. That way I can hook the sinker up below the hook. And just tie my polymer knot. You can't see this very well, but if you do have questions about how to tie it or anything, you can just let me know and we can do another video on that. This is more about the trick that I'm going to show you in just a second. You got your polymer knot, and then you got to take this tag end and run it back through the hook, back through the eye of the hook, to make your hook face the right direction. You want the point in the box facing up. So we've got the hook tied on, and of course at the end of your tagging, your sinker, I use Wu tungsten drop shot sinkers. And a knot's not necessary with these. You just slide the line through. You can see, and then just kind of locks in place, and that way you can adjust it without having to cut off and retie or whatever. You can set the length you want your bait up from the bottom. But now it's time for the tip I was telling you about. I learned this when I was snagging years ago at the dam. Those lead weights are really expensive. And a lot of times you get a fish and then get hung in the rocks and then having to break off. This little trick, when you get hung, if you're hung by the sinker, all you're going to lose is a sinker. You won't lose your entire rig or your fish. All you do is take the tag end above the sinker, and you're just going to tie an overhand knot. I do one just above the sinker, and I'll go ahead and add a couple. So I'll do one just above that. So now, if your sinker does happen to get hung in the rocks or whatever, and you go to break this loose, your line is going to break at those knots above your sinker, because that's the weakest point in your line where you've added those knots. So you're still going to have your hook. You're still going to have your bait. If there happened to be a fish on there and he wrapped up in something with the sinker, you're still going to have your fish. All you're going to be out is a sinker. So that's just a little tip I want to share with you guys. I do it every time I drop shot, and I feel like it saves me time and money. Everyone have a good afternoon. Thank you for watching. Bye.